Welcome to our wonderful YouTube channel. Today I'm going to teach you things. Now bear in mind what I'm going to teach you is purely based on my opinion, and you are most welcome to ignore my opinion and my advice for that matter. I'm purely giving you this advice because it's fun and it'll probably piss off some people. The video is about 5 Nordic type tattoos that you shouldn't probably get because they're kind of cheesy or not Nordic or not Viking-y or, or just shit. You may apply any of those labels to the 5 points that follow in whatever order that you wish. That's up to you. Tattoo number 1 that I personally just don't really like it. It's one of those soft shaded fiddly things. Like portraits of Ragnar Lothbrok / Travis Fimmel's face tattooed on you as, a thing. There's many reasons why you shouldn't get it. One, the portrait will have his tattoos on it, and his face head tattoos are shit. And historically, as far-fetched and ridiculous as possibly could be, because they span. I've made a TikTok video about it. Go find that one. Also, when you do get these soft-shaded tattoos, you should try, if you chose to go down that path, try to find someone that's really fucking good at it and look at their work healed. Because if they only post pictures of fresh tattoos, that's not how it's gonna turn out. I promise you. It's like that TV show, Is It Cake? It might look like cake, even though it looks like a boot or a chair or whatever the fuck, but it doesn't taste like cake, most likely. More likely it tastes like boring cardboard and icing. This tattoo is just, they're usually just icing. They look good for a moment, and then when it's really healed, it's shit. So, yeah, dodge that bullet, please. Alternatively, if you really like faces, you can always get a god mask or one of those characters from the Brachtiad coins or similar carved characters from Nordic artwork, from the Sigurd Stone or similar. There's lots of really cool depictions of heroes and gods and stuff like that that are more in tune with the whole historical feel. Again, if you really want that soft shaded shit, go for it. It's not my cup of tea, but it's your skin. Number 2 is just a statement. The Vigvisir and the Aegishjálmur and all those things, they're not actually Viking age tattoos. I've talked about this a lot, and it feels like I am threshing some corn that has been thoroughly trashed onto the floor. We're done with it. But apparently the internet isn't. People still get these fucking designs for no apparent reason, thinking that they are Viking tattoos. They're not. They are Nordic though, because they come from Iceland, but they are more in line with like esoteric, late medieval, magical symbols relating and pertaining to Christian mythology and Judaic mythology, all the way back to the Keys of Solomon and similar stuff. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm getting pagan magic on me, you're fucking wrong. Instead, bind runes is a really, really good alternative. Now, bind runes aren't necessarily that historically correct either, because the bind runes that we see today all over the internet are elaborate constructs with geometrical principles. I make them myself. I made a whole book of them. And they're not historically correct as such, but they are made out of runes, which is more than the fucking Vigvisir is. So, there's that. If you want to learn more about it, buy my fucking book. Number 3. This is very, very, like almost pop culture, very modern. Don't do the fucking AI thing. If you ask AI or you get someone that knows to use AI to AI you a tattoo design, what you are basically doing is stealing from real artists, because AI isn't artificial intelligence. It's not like it's coming up with shit itself. It's scouring the internet and stealing from other artists and making it into something. Now, honestly, most of the time if you ask AI to do a Nordic tattoo, the shit that comes up is horrible anyways. But if it's your thing, just no. Go to a real artist, find a human, so that you're not paying money, or just not paying money by stealing from real people. I know you're not stealing directly from someone, but essentially you are. It's like an altruistic stealing. You don't really care who you're taking from, but you are fucking taking from someone. Pay real money to real artists for doing real work, instead of thinking that you'll get something good out of the AI wave of terrible fucking shit designs out there. I might be biased. It's not even something that threatens my career, and I fucking hate it. Number 4, learn to use the internet properly, and don't just get the first Pinteresty thing that pops up when you search for Viking tattoo or Nordic tattoo or Celtic tattoo. There is so much shit out there that either isn't good or is overused. I see the same designs used again and again and again and again and again. Some of them because they're just really popular or well ingrained into Nordic cultural artwork. That's fine, like the Valknud. I see a lot of Valknud tattoos because it's a cool symbol. I get it. But do you know why you're getting it? Because, there's in-depth meaning to most things, and sometimes those in-depth meanings don't actually make sense because it's all made up. Like, the Valknud is named Valknud in, I think it's the 18th or 19th century, by a Norwegian person who thought, oh, it should have a name. It's a knot, and it has something to do with death, probably. If you look at these stones, that has something to do with people dying on the carvings. So, Val and Knut, death and knot. Yes, let's go with that one. It's all made up. It might very well be what it means, but it might very well not be. And how do you get to choose that tattoo? Well, by just trusting the internet and not scouring it a little bit. So I thoroughly encourage you, scour the internet, scour some history books, learn some shit, buy good art books that has good designs in them. Like, there's a wide variety of amazing resources out there if only you would bother to use them. And I do apologize, you might, dear viewer, be one of those people that actually use them, and right now you're really pissed off at me for saying such mean things about you, but I am trying to talk to like 50,000 people at the same time, so do excuse me and chill the fuck out. I'm not pointing fingers at you specifically, but I'm pointing fingers at you and that guy right back there with the really shitty Pinterest tattoos. Also, keep a good eye on your favorite artists, because some of them release free designs. I know I do. I put them up on the internet all the fucking time, just for the fuck of it, to give you all nice things that you can put on your skin. And it might be that you can snatch up something really nice and have it tattooed by your local artist, and the result will be good and won't just be, rip off of the same junk that everyone else got, which is historically muddy and weirdly incorrect. Not that I should be pointing fingers at historical correctness, because I really don't necessarily like it. Number 5 is more in the genre of don't fucking steal, right? So don't just go on the internet, find an artist that you like and screenshot their stuff and take it to someone else to have it copied. I have a whole folder on my computer which is full of copyware is the wrong term, copied tattoos of my work. And it's hilarious to flip through it because it's all pretty fucking shit. Like, the copies never turn out nicely, because translating from one body to another body, which is never the same fucking shape, is difficult. And 2, getting all the details and all the flow and all the life out of one tattoo on someone and then putting it on someone else, typically with a stencil instead of freehand drawing, it turns into shit. Throughout my career, I realized I do not have time to tattoo everyone out there that wants my work. And one of the things that made me realize it was that I saw so many copies of my work. I also see a lot of tattoos out there that's inspired by my work, and I applaud that. Be inspired, learn, grow your skill sets. Fuck yes. I'm proud when I see people pick up bits and pieces that I have come up with in some sort of weird mushroom-induced haze, and use it as part of their own artwork. That makes me really happy. It's the copying thing that needs to fucking stop. Like, my solution to it was to make books, right? I filled them with designs so that it's really fucking easy for others to learn from them, or even just take the designs that are in there and put them on skin or skateboards or whatever the fuck you want to use them for, because it seemed to be a needed resource. So I will highly recommend that you go for original artwork instead. You can always contact the tattoo artist whose work you like and ask them if they'll do you a custom design that you can then have applied to you, or what's their waiting list, and just travel to them and get tattooed. I know it can be daunting to cross an ocean or a country's border to get tattooed. My clients do it all the time. I don't think it's that terrifying. I've done it. I still do it. I travel to other countries to get tattooed. because I want the right artwork on me, and it's worth the fucking effort. Just to pitch it in there, right? These books, pretty good. We've got them. They're on the web shop. But I'm actually making a new one that might be of interest to you. If you've made it this far in the video, it's because you're interested. Let's be honest. Or it's because you're raging at me, which is also fine. Go for it. Write in the comment. Give me all your rage. Or your positivity, much rather. Anyways, I'm making a new book that has a section on each of the Nordic styles, including the 3 pre-Viking Age styles, that has an index of heads, of limbs, of manes, of body flow and shape and all these things, so that you can learn about the different styles and possibly learn how to draw them yourself, or buy the book and hand it to your tattoo artist as a tip, as a thank you for doing Nordic tattoos on you, and then they can learn and expand upon their mental mind image collection, so that they may make even cooler things on you next time you get tattooed by them. It's all about teaching people to do really cool stuff, because it's more fun. If everyone's great at what they're doing, there'll just be more great tattoos out there, which makes me fucking happy. That sums it up for now, I think. Thank you for watching. Thank you for not being too upset about my advice. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. There's a bell somewhere that you can press and you can get notifications, shit like that, all the good stuff. northernblack.com if you want to get tattooed by me, northernblack.shop if you want to buy my books, and yeah, that's it. Fuck off. Until next time, fuck off.